welcome back to the Team to Beat Miami Heat podcast, your one-stop shop for daily Miami Heat content. My name is Amir. For today's episode, I want to talk about a new report coming out from Rob Peterson. He said that there are sources indicating that the Indiana Pacers have mutual interest in Miami Heat forward Jimmy Butler. Sources close to the organization told Shot Coverage. Very recently, I've heard that the Indiana Pacers have briefly viewed the possibility of potentially being involved in a deal that could land them Jimmy Butler. So, mutual interest. So, does that mean Jimmy and the Pacers, or does that mean the Miami Heat and the Pacers? Because we all know that Jimmy, according to other sources right now, and his entourage have basically saying that he only wants to go to the Phoenix Suns. So, I'm assuming this mutual interest is between the Miami Heat and the Pacers, not Jimmy Butler necessarily and the Pacers. But that could be an interesting fit, honestly. If they can trade Jimmy Butler to the Pacers, there's a few players that I think the Miami Heat could add to this roster that would be win now type players. I'm not entirely sure what the contracts look like, but there are like three players that could be intriguing. And I don't know, what would that do for the Pacers? I mean, it would definitely help if you can keep Tyrese Halliburton, who I'm assuming they're not going to trade. You have Siakam and Jimmy. That's not a horrible big three. I mean, that's kind of similar in a sense to the big three that he has currently with Tyler and Bam. I think Bam's better than Siakam. Siakam's definitely better than Bam offensively, but I think I'd still probably rather have Bam over Siakam, and then you probably would still want Halliburton over Tyler. Halliburton was off to a slow start this season, but he's picked it up lately. He's been an all-star. He's been an all-NBA player. So I'm assuming those two guys won't be included in any trade if this hypothetically happened, but there are some intriguing pieces, honestly. So one could be Turner, so we can get Miles Turner, who would be perfect next to Bam Adebayo, who's a rim protector. He's a good rebounder. He could spread the floor. He's a good offensive player. He's someone that the Miami Heat have been interested in the past. So he would be one, obviously. The second piece, I would ask for Mathurin. I'm not sure if they would be willing to give up Mathurin, but that is one other player that I think could fit well with this Miami Heat roster. If not, then you got what's his name, Aaron Nembhard. I think could be included. He's only on a $2 million salary, so you need to add a few other players to make the salaries work. Turner's making I think 18 or 19 million, and who else would be good? I mean, TJ McConnell is someone that would definitely fit with the Miami Heat. He's been a Miami Heat scrub killer, but I think if Jimmy went there, he would want to play with him. And I know they think they played together in Philly briefly, so I think they are friends. But if you can get him, I would obviously want him to be kind of our backup floor general now that Drew Smith has been injured, and since Isaiah Stevens hasn't really seen the floor yet in the NBA, he's been dominating the G League. But that could be an interesting team to be involved with. I mean, Obi Toppin is another player that could be good to join this Miami Heat team. He's a high flying, very athletic power forward, someone who can hit the three as well and stretch the floor. And the Miami Heat, we don't have a lot of athletes on this team. So that would be a welcoming team for me because they do have some good assets potentially. I don't know what their draft capital looks like, but yeah, this could be a team that comes out of nowhere and swoops in on Jimmy Butler, even though he wants to go to the Suns. But according to Rob Peterson, NBA, he said that, there are sources saying that there's mutual interest. What does that mutual interest mean? We don't know yet, but if there is more information around this story, I will let you guys know as soon as I hear it. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to subscribe to the channel.